all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they shit, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they shit, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Hey, cause he gave me patience. Hey, swear to making bands can make friends.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
S-T-R-O.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice.
Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap.
There's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
180! Let's go, D! Let's go! Here we go, here we go! Motion, motion, motion! Red, tuck! Hey, seam 6! Seam 6! Red, tuck!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Cohen. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Check 52. Check.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
First down, 49ers.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Oh, you got deep. 25. Check 25.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 11-0 our score after one.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. Here we go. Like 80. Single, slash.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Hold the look. Hold. Blue. Hey, switch gears.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he'll find Hall. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, watch the slant.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky goes underneath here to White. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into
a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They go play action here on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, gun. Check 9.
On first down, Coleman.
SOS. Watch twins.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, 18.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
A gain of 12. First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They're running it. 13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Garoppolo again. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Watch the screen.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the 49er first down.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, Amy! You're not ready. You're not ready.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll bring up second down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, fellas.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And able to haul it is Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got you. Shit! He's checking.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Caught by Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And the 49er first down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Jones has it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Able to locate Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 19.
And there was actually zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
One, Omaha. Check pass. Begin. Check, crunch.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll start things on 1st with Torrey Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Switch.
On second and a couple, Trubisky, he's going to air one out, and that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. As the Bears push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next, the score, Bears 25.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove down...
It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, gun.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
White.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
White.
On second and 2, Garoppolo. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 37. And Hopkins' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still got to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line.
Here we go. 13.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Julio Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Hopkins with the extra point, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
X3, 218, chop it.
Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
Hey, ball.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 75 yards, as the Bears push further out in front. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2?
Show team, spill. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, 18.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Watch the shot. Hey, alert.
They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit here, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Play action. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here we go. 21. Here we go.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Second and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80!
Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Robinson's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So How about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. This from 52, and this for the win. And his kick is good. From 52 yards away, he gets it to go. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bears, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers,